I'm going to getting into verb again. Verb. What is verb? As I told you, verb is a word for action. Verb is a word.
මෙම වීඩියෝ සඳහා අනුග්‍රහය දක්වන්නේ සාමාන්‍ය පෙළ හා උසස් පෙළ ඉතිහාසය ශ්‍රී ලංකාවටම උගන්වන ගුරුවරයා ශ්‍රීමාල් දැඩිගම භෞතික හා ඔන්ලයින් පන්ති සඳහා විමසන්න 076 82 34 191 ඉතිහාසය නම් ශ්‍රීමාල් දැඩිගම.
Verb is a word for action. Let's think about run. 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 Okay, run. What do you think about run? Is there a number of run? Huh? What is the number of run? Number is singular or plural. Tell me whether run is singular or plural. Is there any number in a verb? Yes. Not only a noun, but also a verb has a number. Verb has a number. Verb has a number. Now chair. Chair is singular. Chair is singular. We find the noun as a singular, but we find a verb as a plural. We find a noun as a singular, but we find a verb as a plural. So run is plural. Now what we have to do is to make the singular forms, right? Make the singular forms by adding an s to the end, as we made the plurals of nouns. Now, what is the plural of chair? The plural of chair is chairs. The plural of chair is chairs. How we did it? We add an s. But when you add an s to run, what happens? Run is plural, and when you add s to run, it becomes singular. Plural, singular. Okay? Now run is plural. Run is plural. Singular is runs. Now chair is singular. This is singular. Okay? Right opposite to noun. Right? Verb we find as a plural. Now chair is singular. When you add an s, we make the plural. Chairs is plural. Okay? When you add an s to noun, we find the plural. When you add an s to verb, we find the singular. I'm going to clarify more. Right? I'm going to write some verbs like this. Live. Okay? Manage.
ඉතිහාසය නම් ශ්‍රීමාල් දැඩිගම.
Pass. Fix. Touch. Try. Play. Now all these verbs are plural. Can you make the singulars of these verbs? Yes, you can do it. Very easily you can do it. As the way you made the plurals of nouns. You have to do is to add an s or es or ies. Okay? Ies. Just add an s or es or ies. In the same manner, when you add an s, you can make the singular form. Now live, the singular one is lives. Manage, manages. Pass ends in s. So we have to add an es. Passes, fix, fixes, touch, touches, try. Before y there is a consonant, so remove y and add ies. Tries. Play. Before y there's a vowel, so you have to add an s. Yes. Okay. Now I taught you what a subject is, and I taught you what a verb is. Here I taught you that we find a verb as a plural. Okay, we find a verb as a plural, and we have to add ses, is to make the singulars of the verbs. Let's continue.
ඉතිහාසය නම් ශ්‍රීමා තැටිගමන.
Now I'm going to explain another very important phrase found in grammar. That is active voice. Active voice is a word that we find always when we follow grammar. Active voice, active voice, active voice. We hear this word numerous times. What is active voice? I'm going to write an example like this. She is eating pizza. She is eating pizza. She is the subject, first word of the sentence. Okay, subject. Not only it is the subject, she is the person who does the action. That means she is the doer. Doer. Okay? The person who does the action is called doer. When the doer becomes the subject, we call it active voice. When doer becomes the subject, we call the sentence in active voice. It is in active voice. The sentence is active voice, and the opposite of active voice is passive voice. What is passive voice? What is passive voice? Now think about this sentence. Look at this sentence. The action of this sentence is eating. So pizza is the object. Object. This is the object. Okay? If you start the sentence from the object, that means if you make the object subject, or if you make the object the first word of the sentence, we call it passive voice. I can give the same idea in passive voice. I have to take pizza to the front of the sentence. I have to begin the sentence from pizza. Pizza is being eaten by her. So this is passive voice. What is passive voice? Passive voice is a sentence that is started from the object of the action. Object of the action. If you start the sentence from the object, or if you make the object the subject, we call it passive voice. So this is passive voice. Why? Pizza is the object as well as the subject of the sentence. Now that means this is passive voice. Now you know what active voice is, and you know what passive voice is. To a certain extent I explained you what a verb is. But there are also you have to learn something more. There are four categories, classifications found in verb. I'll teach you in future. Then let's get into sentence. What is sentence? Okay, what is sentence? Sentence. All what we have to do is to make a sentence. If you mean to speak or write in English or in any language, what we do is forming sentences. So what is sentence? In the language of English, there are four main patterns. Four main patterns. Right? Four main patterns. So if I mean to explain what a sentence is, I must introduce these four main patterns. First main pattern is subject plus verb plus object. Subject, verb, object. But the thing is, most of the English teachers around the world only teach this pattern. They never talk about the other three patterns, most of them. But here I am going to explain those three patterns also. The first one is subject, verb, object. Right? I love music. Okay, I love music. I am having lunch right now. Don't think about the tenses. Don't think about the tenses. Think about the pattern. Subject, verb, object. Subject, verb, object. Subject, verb, object. First main pattern is subject, verb, object. This is the first main pattern. What is the second main pattern? Okay. It is also very important area. Specifically, you have to know, you have to pay your attention to the utmost level. Okay? You must specifically pay your attention to this area. If you do not know this area clearly, what I am going to teach you here, definitely you will have to make a lot of grammatical errors. Second main pattern is subject plus verb plus object plus object. What do you mean by that? Object, object. Can there be two objects? Yes, there can be two objects. There are certain verbs that take two objects. Now, for instance, okay, teach. Teach is a verb that takes two objects. Teach. What is the main object? Main object. Now I am teaching you English. So, English is the main object. Teach. English. First object. We call it direct object or main object. Direct object is English. This is direct object. Okay? And indirect object, that means second object. The person, it might be, now I'm going to give two types of indirect objects. Okay, I teach English. I teach English whom? Mala. Okay, I teach English her. According to my choice, I can place Mala, the name of the particular person I am teaching. Or else I can say her. Her is replaced for Mala. Her means Mala. Okay? So how to place them? Now I am going to make a sentence according to this main pattern: subject, verb, object, object. First of all, I am going to place this direct object and this these are indirect objects. Indirect objects. I am writing like this. I am teaching Mala or English. Direct object is English, so it should be English first of all, no? I am teaching English. My first sentence is this. I am teaching English, but the point is, teaching is a verb that takes two objects. That means this sentence is incomplete. I must place the indirect object also. Now my indirect objects are Mala and her. Now I am going to first of all place Mala or add Mala to this sentence. How to add? Mala is a proper noun, specific noun of a particular person. So proper noun, when a proper noun is added, you have to use to, the preposition of to, and add it to the end. I am teaching English. Teaching English to Mala. Correct or wrong? Correct or wrong? This is correct. Okay. Now you may ask, sir, can't you add her to this sentence, first sentence? I'm going to add it like this. I'm going to write it like this. I am teaching. Here also teaching should be. I am teaching English to her. Is it correct? No, it is wrong. Why? Unlike Mala, her is a pronoun. What is it? It is a pronoun. What is pronoun? Pronoun is a noun for a noun or name for a name. I use her for the name of Mala. So it is a pro means for. It is a noun for a noun. Okay, it is a noun for a noun. We call it pronoun. So pronouns are not connected like this. If it is an object pronoun, now her is an object pronoun. This is an object pronoun. Okay. Remember, if the indirect object is an object pronoun, it should be here. It should be here. I am teaching her English, not I am teaching English to her. This is what I call grammar. If you make these types of errors when you speak or write in English, they are huge grammatical errors. Huge grammatical errors. Okay? To converse or to talk with somebody, you don't have to follow grammar. But if you have to face an international level examination like IELTS, there are so many exams recognized worldwide, you have to follow grammar. You have to do all the constructions in accurate manner according to the grammar of English. So if you say I am teaching English to her, That's wrong. It should be I am teaching English to her is wrong. I'm teaching her English. Okay. I'm going to further this example. Okay. Again. Give.